Hey, we're going to take a couple questions or a few questions from you. Number one, bit of a family quandary. Luke, you've got this one. What is something you cherished during your time growing up? I'm not finished yet. Growing up at a home with your siblings.
You know what I loved about my childhood? I loved playing sports, actually, with all my siblings when I was young. When we came to America, we were very poor, didn't have much, and so we didn't know all the American sports, and so we started playing baseball, football, basketball. That's a little bit more global, and I cherish those memories. You know, the competitions, the there were maybe an occasional temper tantrums because you lost to your sibling or whatever it might be. That just memories that I just enjoyed, getting outside and competing with your siblings. I loved it.
On the other hand, I hated it because you see, Luke's my younger brother and he got taller than me, and his hand-eye coordination is much better than mine. And so as he grew older, he was able to beat me at basically every sport except the violent ones, because I'm more violent than he is. So like football,
John's doing pretty good.
I had him down. All right. Question number 2. This is over you.
What are your parents like, and how have they encouraged you in your ministry?
Well, pretty enormously. I mean, really the whole family has. Speaking of family, Rebecca, our eldest sister, is an artist, Rebecca St. James, and we kind of grew up as her road crew. Dad, who managed her and manages us, needed cheap labor, and so we became road crew. And Mum's always been kind of the spiritual glue of the family, and a little known fact that Luke and myself and our dad are actually the 3 owners of For King & Country, and so they've had massive impact all the way down to For King & Country existing, because Dad had the idea of Luke and I working together, and I didn't like it initially. But
are you thankful now? Do you think?
No, I am thankful.
Okay, good.
I am thankful now.
That was a close one.
Ish. I'm only saying this because we're on camera. Question number 3. How do you stay connected to God with your busy recording schedule and touring schedule?
Well, I've had a little bit of the gift of late. I'm probably late to the ballpark here, but podcasts and just putting on, if I go mow the lawn, I have these headphones that can kind of block out all the noise and listen to different things. And it kind of becomes my moment of, I don't know, just solitude. Obviously, I'm still doing something, but I've started to probably pick my moments a little bit better as to when I go and work on the property. We have some acreage, and it's kind of become a little bit my time. And so, when I look at the life of Jesus, there was very odd times when he would just leave. And obviously solitude and being quiet and being still was very important for him. So I'm trying to do a little bit more of that.
Sometimes I feel like you have to do a bit too much to figure out what is enough. And I Lord willing, with COVID and all the rest of it, I hope we're at that place. Right, question number 4.
Yes, pioneers. They like pioneers. What is one of your favorite things about your wife?
Well, so if you don't know, we Pioneers is a song on our 3rd album, and the rare opportunity of both of our wives singing on that song with us. We shot a music video in Iceland, which was really, really picturesque and beautiful. Favorite things about our wives? Well, we should both answer this, I think. My favorite thing about my wife is speaking of spending time, she loves just spending time together. Like, that's her happiest place on earth, is just to be together and to spend time. And so there's 1,000 things I could go on and on about her, but I feel so loved and lifted up by the fact that she loves being with me and loves spending time. That's sort of the center of relationships. So.
Yeah, I think for me, my wife is funny and fun. It's just when we get to be together, it's a pleasure, it's an enjoyment. It's not something that it's forced. The other thing is she's kind of she holds me steady, or keeps me steady. Calls me out when I need to be called out, and loves on me when I need to be loved. And she's a wonderful wife.
Final question number 5. This past year has been really tough for everyone. What is one thing you felt helped you not just survive, but as best you could thrive in 2020.
Well, I do think it was family for me. You know, I've never been home as much as what we were over the past year. And so for Courtney and I, you know, just to be able to, you know, be home and not feel like, oh, there's this project coming up or you got to go this weekend. There was a settledness of what we probably didn't live home for 3-4 months.
Yeah, it's pretty
which was
amazing.
pretty special. And you know, the kids help in I think in difficult times because they're not really aware of everything that's going on in the big world. They're just who they are, and there's a grounding that takes place with the kids that is very helpful for me. You know, there's something about, you know, you can come, read something or got some bad news, and you know, it's could you come read me a book? And you're like, oh well, everything that I just was worrying about doesn't really matter that much. So there was something very healing and therapeutic about just being together and having, you know, really a lot of time that we've never really had before.
Yeah, no, it was magic. I mean, literally, we've traveled. The band kind of started simultaneously to you being married, and then a few years later, me being married. And so to have that time was just phenomenal for us, and I think it changed everything, really.